Yeah, we're still with you this morning on another segment of the Good Morning Anambra, and this is the Sport Splash with Sacramento. Sacramento, what do you have for us this morning?
Well, good morning, my viewers, and we'll have a lot of exciting stories for you this beautiful Tuesday morning on ABS Sports Splash. This is the Good Morning Anambra and the sports segment. All right, let's start quickly. Ademo, what a very good way to silence your critics. Just on Sunday, Ademola Lookman scored 2 unreplied goals, and it was very, very interesting. After a very controversial words coming from his coach, Gasperini, who really tried to smite Ademola Lookman through his words when he says he is never a good penalty taker. When they lost their game against Club Brugge in the UEFA game, Champions League. But on Sunday, Ademola Lookman scored 2 of the goals that silenced the coach. And they had the 5 goals against Empoli, and he scored 2 goals. Don't you think that's a very good way to tell your critics to always keep quiet? Because you're not God.
Whatever it is, I think it's a development for Lookman, a very good development. Not letting whatever the coach said, get to his head. However, the Gasperini had come out to make a statement, probably a statement that sounded like an apology to say, of course, Ademola can keep practicing, and probably on the long run he becomes the club's official penalty.
I didn't really see anything like apology there. He was just talking.
That's what I'm saying.
He was just beating about the bush.
Yeah, it had to sound like that. But the most important thing is that this is not, hopefully, he's not getting the best of Lookman. Lookman concentrating on, concentrating on scoring more goals, scoring 2 goals, coming back from, injury and all that. So it's a great one. The most important thing is just looking forward and not letting whatever the coach has said,
to get to him.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, away from that story, Victor Osimhen vows to give 100% of himself when the qualifier game, the 2-way qualifier games we're going to play against the Anambra of Rwanda and also that of the Warriors of Zimbabwe. Victor Osimhen have just said that he would give his 100%. That's a word of assurance that the only thing that would help us qualify is when every player in the team gives their 100% to the team. Because he says we need to prosecute this game as it comes, and we need to put in our best. But he's vouching for himself that, see, I'm going to give 100%.
Yeah, it's actually a very strong statement from Victor Osimhen. Of course, we know him as somebody who is very lethal in front of goal, who always, whenever he's representing Nigeria or whenever he's playing, even for his club, he brings out his best performance and that is so him, again reassuring Nigerians and of course the new gaffer, the new coach, that when he comes into the team, when he's going to represent Nigeria again, he's going to bring out his best and rather bring in his best to make sure that we qualify. It should be morale booster for everyone, and also the Super Eagles and also the coach.
Okay, away from that story, Eric Charles says he has found 7 players from the Nigerian Premier Football League that would be joining the foreign base on the, for this assignment, the 2-way World Cup qualifier that is coming up next month, March. And he said he has found 7 players because he's been around all the while. For the past 2 weeks, he has been around, moving from one club to the other, one game to the other. He watched Ikorodu City against Kwara United. He went to Lagos, and he went some other places to watch the games. And he has been able to arrive that I have seen 7 players who are going to be joining the foreign-based players in the camp. I don't think this is a very welcome development, because it reminds us when Nigeria was Nigeria.
Yeah.
When the Super Eagles team, a lot of players were coming from the home-based league, the grassroots league. Now, Eric Chell says, I have 7 players. What do you think about that?
A very positive statement from him. It means he's also, he's also looking into the local league, the Nigerian Professional Football, league, which is actually a great one because you need to give, you need to give those playing locally hope, that if I play well, hopefully I mustn't travel to South Africa, I mustn't travel to Europe and other parts of the world before I get a call up to the national team, like we've done with Sadiq and a couple of them, and so it gives them hope. Hopefully, it will also improve the MPFL, and then the most important thing, we hope that the local those who have been brought into the Super Eagles from the local clubs are given it time to play, because it's also very important. It's not just calling them and then.
But getting that experience in the team.
That's what I'm saying. Giving time to play, and when they are being called to play, they give quality representation of themselves. So these things are really very important.
Okay. All right. Away from that, we wish those young lads a very good one, and believe that their contribution would be helpful for us to qualify, because everything we are trying to do, everything we're fighting for is for us to qualify for World Cup 2026. Would any other thing short of that, how Eric Chels gets the result doesn't matter to us. What matters is that we eventually qualify for the World Cup. Okay, away from that, after a very good performance for his club, both in domestic and in Champions League, the Super Eagles coach has been called upon by a former defender, F.A. Ambrose, to create more responsibility for Onyedikachi Raphael in the Super Eagles. Talking about Onyedikachi Raphael, who plays for Club Brugge of Belgium, this young man has been very, very scintillating and have strong performances all the while throughout this season. He has been doing well, even scoring in the Champions League. And now we're saying the search for midfield, for an offensive midfielder, is over because we have Onyedikachi Raphael. And if Ambrose is saying this guy has not been used in his full potential, because he watched him, against Atlanta FC, and watching him in the Club Brugge, he said this young lad the coach needs to create more responsibility for him. Your take on that?
It's no doubt. The young man is informed. Talking about Raphael, he's informed, like you said, scoring goals, quality display for both, club and probably not so much for the country, So, a very good recommendation. A very good recommendation.
So, are you saying he should be played? And these games should be played before Ndidi?
Both of them are really not. Ndidi is more of a defensive and holding midfielder. But the similarity may be holding on his part and his offensive ability. So everything will always boil down to the coach. What does he want to do?
What formation do you want to play?
What formation does he want to play? What does he expect to get out of the team? And if he feels, Onyedika, if Onyedika feels... if Onyedika would be an integral part of his team, then that's it. If he feels Ndidi should be able, but I feel both of them, Ndidi and Onyedika, can come into the team and make the most of it.
Okay, all right. Because of time, the Nigerian under-20 sets to play Cote d'Ivoire on a 2-leg match. Last week, the friendlies game against the Egyptian team was cancelled because they were all grouped in the same group. And now the NFF have found a good replacement for the Flying Eagles to play the friendly games, and they will play against the Cote d'Ivoire, the host nation of the African under-20 World Cup. And it's a two-way friendly game that will be played. Flying Eagles playing Cote d'Ivoire live at Côte d'Ivoire there. In the, they're already in camp and playing them this two-way match. You think it's going to be a quality friendly for them to be able to go into the tournament proper?
Yeah, whether at the age grade level or at the top level, that's the senior team level. When you're playing Ivory Coast, you have to be.
You have to brace up.
Yeah, you have to brace up. They're really very quality team, and then hosting also, the tournament. So it's a lot. And then the Flying Eagles, they need to, probably a part of a warm-up match going into the tournament properly and all that. So a top game, and let's see what happens.
Okay. All right, away from the story, the Nigerian Football Federation has set Tuesday, which is today, the 25th, as deadline for the registration of the CAF B license coaching course, which is set to take off April to August. And they say today is the deadline for everybody who wants to participate to go and register. And after that, the registration book is going to be shut down today. These are the exact words coming from the Nigerian Technical Director Board. I'm talking about Austin Eguavon, because he said it's time to change gear. This is all about changing gear, enhancing the knowledge of coaches, both the local ones, and most especially for the local ones here. Yeah. So to know the modern type of football they play, a lot of intrigues that they have now in the game. You need to understand those parts. You need to know what to do. You need to know the administrative aspect of football and the coaching aspect of football. Because most of the time when you look at our Nigerian coaches, this is the area where they lack. You don't only coach, you must be an administrator, to be able to handle the dressing room and to handle the welfare packages of the players, know how to talk to your players and things of that nature. So I think this is a very good one coming from the NFF.
Yeah, very, very good one. Coaches getting their license, just like we see in Europe, where before you manage clubs, at a time, the current Manchester United coach, Amorim, was, of course, he was said to be coaching a club, but because he didn't have the license, he had to, he was designated the assistant manager or whatever, because his certificate was not,
complete.
Ready. Yeah. Yes. So when we bring that to Africa or Nigeria, it's going to be a very great development. We are no longer going to be seeing, coach, where is your certificate, Baba, as a coach? Get. But because you're able to bring young boys together, or because you've been able to win a couple of games or something like that, you think you're coach. And the next, offers from, clubs outside the continent, or even within the continent, that is outside the country. So once you have this license, and of course you've played a number of games, you've shown your quality. We can see clubs from the likes of probably South Africa. You're seeing clubs from the likes of Egypt or Morocco calling you to coach them. And of course, believe me, it's good pay. Like we're seeing South African coaches now, touring the whole of Africa, being paid, well paid for this. So it's a good one for Nigerian coaches.
Okay. All right. So all individuals that want to be part of, learn the coaching job, the CAF B license coaching course is on. Remember, Tuesday, is the deadline. So better rush now and get yourself registered. Okay, we're still talking sports on ABS Sports Plus this beautiful Tuesday morning. CAF has appointed a Kenyan referee, Wajinku, as the center referee to handle the match of the Flamingos and South Africa Bantawana games in Pretoria on Saturday, 8th of March this year. The Flamingos, being led by Olowukere Bankole, they are going to be playing their game on Saturday, 8th of March. A qualifier for the under-17 African tournament of the female aspect of it. So the Flamingos, a Kenyan referee, has been appointed to be the center referee for the game. And remember, this match will be played in South Africa, Pretoria, on Saturday, 8th of March. Okay, away from that story as well, Moses Simon set to become a French citizen. Moses Simon is a Super Eagles midfielder, winger who left Spain, Levante 2020 for Nets in the French Ligue 1, and now he's played for 6 years and has applied to be a citizen of France. Somebody might be asking, will this really affect his nationality of playing for Nigeria? And the answer is no, because he is already capped 72 times for Nigeria and the Super Eagles. So definitely he is a Nigerian, and just all it means is going to be having a dual kind of citizenship.
Number of footballers have that.
Yeah.
Number of footballers have that. They have the dual citizenship. Even those who we, bring into the team, the likes of Truth Ekong and all that. A number of them, they do have dual citizenship. That does not stop them from, playing for
their country.
For the national team.
I remember Kano, I remember J.J. Okocha, they all have dual citizenship because of how many years they've really stayed. They played in a particular country. Kano stayed in
United Kingdom.
Arsenal and United Kingdom, and he later went for his citizenship, which was given to him. Likewise, JJ, and so we wish him well and believe that that's not going to stop, and it's not going to change anything. Moses Simon is still a Nigerian and a very, very serious player we always need in our team. Okay, away from football, let's get to basketball, where the Tiger of Nigeria has really done the country proud. This is a very, very powerful one, where the Nigerian male senior basketball team, the Tiger, qualified for the AfroBasket tournament that will be coming up this year, 2025. After winning all their games, they won against Uganda, they won against Libya, and also defeated Cape Verde. This is powerful. And these are the three big countries in Africa that is really giving us a lot of headache. And they were able to overcome all these countries under the tutorship of Abdul Rahman Mohammed, who was once a the Tiger player. Yeah. What's your take concerning this powerful outing?
Of course, it's actually a great one. When we talk about sports in Africa, Nigeria is always that name to reckon, to watch out for. Of course, it was a tough one against Libya. It was a very tough one against Libya. But, somehow they were able to get a very brilliant display against Uganda, and later they got that victory against, Cape Verde and all that.
They won Libya by 75-70.
So it was a very tough one.
Very tough one. Uganda was 87-67.
Yeah,
and Cape Verde was 77-62.
So that was it. So in general, it was actually a great performance for the Tigers amidst the troubles and some of the issues they've had in the past or something like that. We hope the most important thing that I would advise is whatever that has been happening in the past in terms of remuneration, in terms of leadership issues, a whole lot of issues. We hope that it is being solved and it is being looked into before the competition proper.
Okay. All right. The last story we have for you today is that more than 50 players has assembled for the International Table Tennis Federation. That's a cup that will be taken up today in Tunisia, where people are coming to play and defend their title. And one of the people coming to defend their title is Kadiri Arona, who has always been the African champion, and also the Egyptian Dina Meshref, in both male and female categories, respectively, for the Hurricane Tags to retain their title against a formidable opponent that are all eager to, know if they are going to dethrone them. Haruna doesn't need explanation. Haruna has been there, has been a world champion on table tennis, and now they are doing. They will be meeting up in Tunis today for the tournament. More than 50 players. How do you think Haruna is this still going to be the champion?
He's a top guy. He's always been consistent in terms of when it comes to doing so well for Nigeria and representing himself well, even in his club in the game of tennis. So let's see what happens. But as a Nigerian and someone who knows the quality of Haruna Kadiri, we hope that he actually does come out victorious in this tournament.
Okay. All right, Haruna, we wish you well. We know what you're able to do, and we'll say the whole nation is backing you, and we believe you're going to do us proud again and again. All right, this is where we'll draw the curtain close on ABS Sports Splash this beautiful Tuesday morning. My name is Lekwebe Daniel Obaino. I don't need to welcome you. You welcome me. So
yeah, my name is Obina.
Good having us. Yes.
Yeah, good having us. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right, bye for now.